I'm Jose, an engineer and international entrepreneur who founded an e-commerce platform during the pandemic to help restaurants succeed. And this is the Jose Report. I love trade shows, and I actually have many stories. Like, for example, when I met celebrities like Robert Kiyosaki and Donald Trump. Yes, the Donald, when they published their book together. Poor Dad, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, that book. Anyway, so important thing about trade shows is that they are an incredible source for innovation, to have a pulse in the industry and technology. And as we know, the restaurant industry is something that is changing all the time and has threats coming from everywhere. And the only way to remain competitive is to be innovative, to have the latest technology, to have the latest techniques, to be up to date in as many things as you can. I can't wait for my next food service and hospitality trade show. In the past, I've met many restaurateurs and technology colleagues and competitors that have become really good friends. And, it's incredible to see the amount of ideas that are flowing on the floor at any given time. Everybody's talking about something. You go check out a panel. There's a speaker that is telling you about how to achieve next level of growth. There's ones that are talking about and showing you food with culinary experiences that we've never had before, using technology sometimes, using exotic fruits and recipes from all over the world. So the more international a trade show, even better. Now, why is this important? Because you want to remain competitive, because you want to be that restaurant that is the favorite, not in the neighborhood, but in the city, the one that people are talking about. And guess how you do that? You got it. Getting new ideas, being at the edge of and the front of technology, or the methodologies of how to do things, so that they have an impact in your community and people start talking about it, so that you become the brand that is top of mind. Another very important point that you should go to trade shows is that others are going. So you are, by definition, not getting that distinction, that competitive advantage that others are getting. So do everything possible to actually get access to what may have happened, to get to know who are the speakers and what were the topics that were at the minimum, the topics that were spoken or treated or were the most important ones of a particular trade show, because that's where the change is. That's where your competitive advantage live, and you really want to be in the pulse of the industry. Now, why do we even do the Restaurant Growth Show? Because we want to bring you that pulse in the industry on a weekly basis, or on every episode that we create on my report. We have a lineup of amazing speakers, of amazing experts, and most importantly, some that are going to bring you the trade shows as much as we can. I'm really excited about next week's episode, where we have Jim Taylor, the CEO of Benchmark 60, an innovative labor and retention strategy company for restaurants. Jim was recently at the RC show, Restaurants Canada show, and he is going to share with us what's new, what's the latest, and what has he learned. So don't miss it. Now, we all know that labor is one of the most important topics these days for restaurateurs, and it really touches my heart and that part of me that wants to help restaurateurs. And what I found about what we're going to be talking, that one of the most fascinating things to me is about the cost of having to hire someone new versus you having had already someone trained, a culture being a crucial piece of your operation, but also of a corporate culture or of the environment, if you want to call it like that, because that has so much more value. You don't want to have to retrain someone and then taking the risks of having to support that person into getting up to speed, and which sometimes that can take a very long time, and the impact of their training could need a long time to be recovered. It's a cost that you could avoid, and some of the strategies that Jim will bring into the conversation, I am definitely looking forward to it, and I am looking forward for you to have them as well. So the bottom line is that trade shows are a great source for everything that you may need to not only remain competitive, but to get ahead of the curve. So consider that when it comes to culinary ideas, they have it there. Technology in the food itself, you have it right there. When you have experts and panelists, you're going to learn, you're going to meet your providers, your suppliers, and also their competitors. You're going to have all the choices. You're going to learn what your competitors are doing because they have booths themselves. And this is a great opportunity for you to learn, to stay curious and connected to what's happening in the industry. Our commitment to you is that we're going to bring you as much value, not only trade shows, but with the experts that attend these, so that you can have it like you were there.